Robinson arraigned before magistrates for travelling first class on a second-class ticket, and so on, sir. Robinson will have lost his sting. You dominate him.
Sounds all very well in theory, Jeeves, but does it work in practice, one asks oneself? Like a dream! You saw me just now with Spode. The moment Jeeves spoke those words, I settled down to think of all the things about Roderick Spode and Sir Watkin Bassett which exposed them to the just contempt of their fellow men. Like the fact that Spode's moustache looks as if someone's just squashed a fly on his upper lip. No, in fact, Jeeves, I went one better.
Indeed, sir?
Yeah. Just so I wouldn't forget anything, I wrote it all down in a notebook.
You wrote it down, sir?
Yeah, in a little notebook.
Where do you keep it?
In my back pocket. Here it is. Funny. Must have dropped it somewhere.
Dropped it?
Yes, but it's all right. I can remember every word. Oh, good stuff, is it? Oh, the best.
Good, good. No chance of Spode or Bassett being bored when they read it.
No, I...
Now, Gussie, stop.
I've got to get out. When's the next
Calm
train?
down. Think, Gussie. Is there anywhere you may have dropped it?
I can't think. How can I think?
Is there anywhere you may have dropped it?
No. Oh. Well, I had it in my trouser pocket when I was playing tennis this morning.
Who are you playing with?
Stephanie.
We need more chairs, Butterfield. There are 400 guests, remember?
Yes. Move those tables to the corner and fetch the remainder from the stage.
Also, Stiffy.
Hello, Bertie. Isn't it exciting?
Oh, yes, indeed, yes. Stiffy, have you by any chance got a small leather-covered notebook that Gussie might have dropped this morning?
The one full of the excellent character studies of Roderick Spode and my guardian?
That's it, yeah?
Yes, I've got it.
Oh, you have? Gosh, what a relief. Well, I'll sort of take it, as it were, if you don't mind.
What do you want it for?
Well, I want it because Gussie might easily lose it again. And then it might fall into the hands of your uncle, in which event he would certainly kick the stuffing out of the Gussie-Madeline wedding arrangements. And then Madeline might, well, get ideas once again about marrying yours truly.
You know, Bertie, I'm sure your man Jeeves could think of some way of getting Uncle Watkin to approve of Harold.
Well, of course, one wishes you all the luck in the world and all that in that department, but I don't quite see what...
And then I could give you back the notebook.
Stiffy, are you trying to blackmail me?
Yes. Excuse me, Bertie. Come along. You should have finished that by now. You still haven't built Frosty in the band.
There must be some way of getting Stiffy and Stinker under starter's orders without old Sir Watkin registering an objection.
Sir Watkin is not a man easily persuaded, sir.
Yeah. What is it, Jeeves?
There are some curious objects in the wardrobe, sir.
Curious objects? They're handkerchiefs, Jeeves, handkerchiefs.
I think not, sir. They appear to have writing on them.
Oh, come now, Jeeves. I bought a couple of dozen of them the other day and they offered to put my initials on. See, BWW.
I see, sir. With what purpose in mind, sir?
I just think they look dashed smart.
Do you, sir?
Yes, Jeeves, I do. Anyway, to return to the problem at hand, I told Gussie that Stiffy wouldn't give his notebook back, and he got a sort of a wild look in his eye. I'm only worried that he might do something rash and upset the apple cart.
Yes? Oh, Gussie.
I've brought you a newt. Newt? I thought you might like one.
You'd better come in.
They make wonderful pets.
Really?
Bertie says you won't give him my notebook.
He knows what he's got to do.
I need it, Stephanie, so Watkin gets hold of it.
Jolly hard luck.
I better know where it is.
Thank you for the newt, Gussie.
I've got to have it, Stephanie.
Well, you can't. Gussie, stop it!
I'm sorry, Stephanie. It means a lot to me. I must have it, Stephanie.
Gussie!
Madeline, I just came to give Stephanie a newt.
Shall I lay out one of your novelty handkerchiefs for you today, sir?
Oh, come off it, Jeeves. Everyone wears things with initials on them nowadays.
I thought practice was restricted to those who are in danger of forgetting their names, sir.
You know, Jeeves, there was a very odd atmosphere at dinner last night. Perhaps best described as dour.
I was never under the impression that Totley Towers had a reputation for prandial jocondities, eh?
Oh, true, Jeeves, true, but the atmosphere was even less than usually jocund.
Mr. Finknottle was presumably worrying about his notebook, sir.
Mr. Finknottle did not turn up for dinner at all, Jeeves.
Indeed, sir.
And Roderick Spode didn't look too happy either. Now I have grisly premonitions about Spode, Jeeves. The trouble is, I've forgotten that jolly useful word you unearthed for me.
Sir?
And the one about some scandal in Spode's past that always reduces him to a quivering mass of apology. I have a feeling I may need it.
You are referring, I think, sir, to Eulalie.
Eulalie, that's it, yes. I wish you could tell me what the word meant, Jeeves. I mean, I've no complaints. It's undoubtedly been successful in the past, but it's rather like holding up a bank and not knowing whether your gun is loaded or not.
I fear I am not at liberty to elucidate, sir. You may rest assured, however, that the weapon is loaded.
The other really odd thing about last night was Madeline's attitude. Her eyes were distinctly swivelling in my direction, and she says she wants to meet me in the library this morning.
Bertie, I wish I was dead. It's all over.
What is?
Me and Madeline, we're finished.
What? What have you been doing to her?
It wasn't me, it was her. You know you told me Stephanie wouldn't give up the notebook.
Yes?
Well, I took her a newt.
You took her a newt?
I thought it might soften her up.
You thought a newt might soften her up?
Yes. It didn't, though. Anyway, I was struggling with her on the bed, and then the door...
Wait a minute.
And Madeline came in. That's the whole story.
What ho, Madeline? Jolly nice day and all that, what?
Oh, Bertie. Bertie, I want to tell you that my engagement to Augustus is at an end.
Oh, right, yes, well, he told me.
And I am now free to make you happy. I will be your wife, Bertie.
Good heavens. Well, deeply sensible of the honour and all that, but don't you think you're being a bit rough on poor old Gussie there?
What, after what happened between him and Stephanie?
Ah, well, I was going to talk to you about that. You know, I often think it's as well on these occasions to have a few words with a seasoned man of the world and get the real lowdown. I mean, you wouldn't like to have to start wringing your hands later and saying, gosh, if only I'd known. No, I think you're wronging Gussie. Let me explain.
There can be no explanation, Bertie. I have blotted Augustus from my life.
Gussie? No. You see, that's just where you're making a bloomer.
I have finished with Augustus. From today, he will be merely a memory. A memory that will grow fainter through the years. With you beside me, I shall be able to exorcise Augustus's spell. Now, I'd better go and tell Daddy to announce our engagement at the ball tonight.
No. Don't do that.
But I must. Otherwise, he's going to announce my engagement to Augustus.
No, well, let's leave it till later. Jeeves? Oh, goodness, you're here. Madeline is going to tell her father that we're engaged.
It was perhaps only to be expected, sir.
What am I going to do, Jeeves?
It occurs to me to wonder, sir, that if Miss Bassett were to see for herself the contents of Mr. Finknottle's notebook, it might lend credence to his story of how he came to be grappling with Miss Bing in her bedroom.
Well, I didn't mind, Jeeves, but the blasted stiffy won't hand it over. I say, Jeeves, I've just had a thought. Do you know Stiffy's room?
Yes, sir.
Right, Jeeves, you take the wardrobe. I'll deal with the chest of drawers. Jeeves?
Sir?
Did you speak, Jeeves?
No, sir.
Well, surely not frightened of a tiny little dog, Jeeves.
If I may be so bold as to contradict you,